Magandang araw mga bata! Welcome to Teacher Marles channel, kung saan maraming matututunan sa lesson na ating pag-aaralan. Our subject is Mathematics 6, and I'm Teacher Les. Before we start, I want you to look around. What are the things that you see? In my surroundings, I see a tumbler, a ping pong ball, a box of tissue, a marker, a box of face mask, and a bottle of ink. Did you notice the shapes of the objects? What do you call the shapes? Okay, very good. Today, we will visualize and describe the different solid figures such as cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere. We will also differentiate solid figures from plane figures, and we will identify the faces of a solid figure. Let's have first a polyhedron. It is a solid figure whose sides are all polygons. Each side is called face. Let's have an example. In this figure, these are the face. The front, the top, we also have the bottom, the back, then the left side, and the right side. Two faces that intersect in a line segment is called an edge. These are the edges of this figure. Two edges that intersect in a point is called a vertex. These are the vertex of this figure. Next is prism. It is a polyhedron that has two congruent parallel faces called bases. Congruent means equal. Parallel means lines or faces that when you extend, it will never meet. In this figure, the bases are the top and the bottom. A prism is named according to the shape of its base. Example, the base is a triangle. Therefore, this is a triangular prism. Another example is a pentagon. The base is a pentagon. Therefore, this is a pentagonal prism. Pyramid is a polyhedron whose base is a polygon and the lateral faces are triangle. It is also named according to the shape of its base. Example, the base of this figure is triangle. Therefore, this is a triangular pyramid. The base of this figure is rectangle. Therefore, this is a rectangular pyramid. Let us visualize and describe the different solid figure. The first figure is a cube. A cube is a prism with a square base. All its faces are square. It has 8 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It has 12 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And it has 6 faces: the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the left side, and the right side. The second figure is rectangular prism. It is composed of 2 rectangular bases and 4 rectangular lateral faces. It has 8 vertices: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It has 12 edges: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And it also has 6 edges: the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the left side, and the right side. The third figure is cylinder. It has two circular bases that are congruent and parallel. It has 0 vertex, 2 faces, 1 curved surface, and 2 circular edges. Next figure is a cone. It has 1 circular base, it has 1 vertex, 1 face, 1 curved surface, and 1 circular edge. Next is sphere. It is a curved surface of points that are all of the same distance from the center. It has no definite base and 1 curved surface. Triangular pyramid. It has triangular base. It has 4 vertices. It has 4 faces and 6 edges. Rectangular pyramid. It has rectangular base. It has 5 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 faces and 8 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let us identify the special figure represented by the following. A ball. A ball is represented by what solid figure? Very good. It is a sphere. Next is a test tube. A test tube is represented by what solid figure? Very good. It is a cylinder. Earth. Earth is represented by a sphere. This is a funnel. A funnel is represented by what solid figure? Very good. It is a cone. This is a tent. A tent is represented by what solid figure? Very good. It is a triangular prism. Next is a Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube is represented by a cube. Now, let's differentiate plane figures and solid figures. When we say plane figures, it is two-dimensional figure which possesses an area, but the volume of this figure is 0. The unit of area of a plane figure is a square of unit of length. The study of plane figures is called plane geometry. While solid figures, it is a three-dimensional figures. These figures have a surface area as well as a volume. The unit of area of a solid figure is square of unit of length. Similarly, the volume of three-dimensional figure is cube of unit of length. Comparing plane figures with solid figures. The shapes to the left are plane figures, and the shapes to the right are solid figures. By looking at the shapes side by side, you can see the two-dimensional looks flat, and the solid figures are three-dimensional with length, width, and height. Before we proceed to our next topic, I have a question. Is it possible to combine plane figures to form solid figures? The answer is yes, because we cannot form a solid figure without using a plane figure. Another question is, what is the corresponding solid figure if circles and rectangles will be combined? The answer is cylinder. How about circle and triangle? Square and triangle? Rectangle and triangle? To better understand what figure will be formed when we combine different figures, let's discuss net. A net is a flat figure that can be folded to form a closed, three-dimensional object. Such an object is called a solid. For rectangular prism, the possible nets are the following. For cylinder, these are the possible nets. For cone, and for sphere. Just like a soccer ball. For triangular prism, these are the 8 possible nets of a triangular prism. For square pyramid, there are 6 possible nets for square pyramid. And for cube, there are 11 possible nets for cube. Now let's have a guessing game to evaluate if you really learned in our discussion. I have 0 sides, I have 0 vertices, and I am round. This is a circle. I have 4 sides, my sides are equal, I have 4 vertices. This figure is a square. I have 3 sides, my sides are not always the same, I have 3 vertices. And this figure is a triangle. I am a solid figure. I have no faces or edges. I am round. The answer is a sphere. I am a solid figure. I have 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges, all equal. This is a cube. I am a solid figure. I am round and have 1 round face. I have a point and 1 round edge. This is a cone. The base is a polygon and its faces are triangles. The answer is a pyramid. A special figure with a polygonal base whose edges meet at a common vertex. The answer is pyramid. A special figure having a circular base and 1 vertex. It is a cone. A special figure with 2 parallel congruent faces called bases and the other faces are parallelograms. This figure is called a rectangular prism. And for the last question, a special figure with 2 circular bases, no edge, and no vertex. The answer is a cylinder. That's the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for watching. I'm Teacher Les, and if you learn in our discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell for you to be updated in our next lesson.